Hey y'all, it's Maddie here with Junk in the Trunk by Maddie, bringing you another fun Trash to Treasure tutorial. So just get you a small box. I'm using a Reese's Pieces candy box, and I'm just going to cut it down the side and along the bottom. Open it up, trim off all of those excess edges. I decided to cover this box with some strawberry material. So you're just going to use some Fabri-Tac or some tacky glue, whatever you have on hand, and lay a nice little layer of it on the box, and then place your fabric over the box. Flip it over and trim off the excess material. You're going to do the same thing to the interior of this piece of cardboard. Now you're going to flip that one over and do the same thing, trimming off all the excess material. Now for this next part, if you don't have a sewing machine, no big deal. You can just glue down the edges really well. But if you do have a sewing machine and you have sewing skills, grab you some lace. Instead of gluing it down, you can sew it onto the box. Yes, I am sewing over this very thin cardboard. I would not do it I wouldn't sew anything very thick, but this material is very thin. It's no thicker than cardstock paper, which I sew all the time. So this kind of cardboard will be safe for your sewing machine. And we're just sewing on some lace. And we're going to do that to both front and back of the cover. You might be wondering what stitch I have my sewing machine set to, and it's just a basic zigzag stitch. I'll try to give you a close-up of my work. Oh, goodness. Again, I am not a seamstress. I just kind of know the basics of a sewing machine, so don't think I'm some kind of skilled sewing professional, because I am not. All right, so the cover needs a little something. You know, we're not going to leave it plain. So I grabbed me one of my Pin-Up Girl cards and cut her out. And I cut a few little materials I thought would go cute on the front to kind of layer underneath her. And some lace to go on the spine. I love that vintage hand crocheted lace on the spine. It is so pretty. And I just used Fabri-Tac to attach it. I'm doing the same with all this material. It's all attached with Fabri-Tac. But tacky glue works great too if that's all you have. I have some vintage lace I want to put on top of that. I love layers. If you ever watch like all of my different tutorials, I'm always layering lace and materials. I just think that grungy look is so cute. It's my favorite. And so now we're going to glue down our Pin-Up Girl. And she is so cute. Okay, so we forgot to sew the top and bottom edges. So we're going to do that next. We're going to grab the sewing machine again and just kind of stitch the top and the bottom with the sewing machine, just so those fabrics on the top are bound together and not going to be pulled apart. You know, basic wear and tear. You want to sew the edges on the top. Or you can just use an extra thing of glue, an extra dollop of glue at the top to kind of press the materials together if you don't have a sewing machine. And she's done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Super fun little idea for all those candy boxes. Let me know if you make it. All right, bye-bye.